Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Bree's Toys and Games. My name is Stephanie Bree, and today I'm doing another flip through discussion, kinda sorta review of another Dungeons and Dragons rulebook. This is from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Dungeoneers Survival Guide by Douglas Niles. This was also published by TSR in, I believe, 1987, but don't quote me on this. Well, let's take a look. I want to see when was it published. 1986. All right. So, the Dungeoneers Survival Guide was essentially, not literally, but essentially, TSR testing the waters, trying out ideas that they wanted to incorporate in 2nd edition. They wanted to see how they worked in 1st edition and how the gamers responded to them before they committed. So there are a lot of things in this book that make 1st edition AD&D more like 2nd edition AD&D. There was a companion to this book called the Wilderness Survival Guide, which is more or less the same thing. So this is another, basically an expansion book. It's a source book, so it's going to have new rules, options, classes, items, etc. Unlike the one we looked at last week, this one's got art. Also, let's look at the cover real quick. Alright, guys, nice, good action scene. Boring back cover, I don't like that. So let's look at the table of contents. I'm just going to scroll through. What is it? Overview of the Underdark. Movement rules for underground play. Proficiencies, non-weapon proficiencies. Combat rules for underground play. Battle system, game options underground. The underground environment. Mining, new equipment. Improving play. Expedition planning. Using beasts of burden. Using watercraft. Fighting effectively. Speeding play, creative underground spell use, languages of the Underdark, mapping technique, and then Dungeon Master section, Dungeon Master's table of contents, and compiled tables and index. So I'm just going to flip through it, hopefully on camera so you can see some of it as I go. So this introduces the Underdark, which is basically the caves. A lot of good cave artwork, I'll give it that. All black and white. Everything in 1st edition was black and white. More cave artwork. Rules and text. Some more cave artwork and dungeon artwork. Some tables and charts. A piece of art that could have come out of the 1st edition in Player's Handbook very easily. Fatigue and exhaustion. Construction time. Optional bonuses, weapon making, experience points for proficiencies. Not terrible art. It's not great art, but not terrible art. Some of it's pretty good. I'm not going to sit here and flip through the whole book. Let's skim to the Dungeon Master section. Mines has... Oh my god, color! This does not look like it was color. Somebody colored this in with a colored pencil. So, oops. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Dungeon Master section. We got the underground environment, underground geography, domains in 3 dimensions, theories on the nature of the underground, the cultures of the Underdark, values and objectives, Dro, Kuatoa, Duragur, Mind Flayers, Aboleth, Darrow, Cloakers, Lands of Deep Earth, connecting passages of Deep Earth, area details, map of Deep Earth, Underground Adventures, campaign considerations, Worlds of Adventure, the importance of setting, the importance of the story, techniques of story and campaign design, running the game, help from the players, mapping your settings, geomorphic mapping, compiled tables, perspectives, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so this whole book is designed... Because the game's called Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, god damn it. More fucker coloring pages. The asshole that had this book before me. God damn him, or her, or them. Yeah, a lot of art is colored in. I should have asked the seller about this. God damn it. Alright, whatever. Anyways, not a bad book. Actually, a really great book. You know why? Because the game is called Dungeons and Dragons. And there's not a lot of details in the player's handbook or the Dungeon Master's Guide on how to operate within a dungeon. There's like the overworld and the dungeon. It doesn't really, I mean, it's like, yeah, time and distance and movement change, but that's it. This is a really good book. The addition of proficiencies will carry over into second edition, and this book kind of, if you played with the options in this book in your first edition game, you have turned your first edition game almost into a second edition game. More or less. Stay cool.